Play's YouTube channel. We'll get you out there well before the top of the hour. We want to give you enough time to get those bets in for the prime time games. And what we do here Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time is give you live free sports picks from the prime time games each night of Monday through Friday. And we get help here from our Big Dogs crew. Let's take a look at who will contribute to the show today. We got Jeff Jeter. It will join us, doing very well on the leaderboards. About everyone here doing well on the leaderboards, as well as Joe D'Amico from Las Vegas, looking great. We got Brian Bitler in the house. Joe Duffy in the center square. You see him top of the leaderboards. Jovan Burts is here, as is Goran, doing great in the European soccer. And Rod Zawacky, red hot Rod Zawacky, joining us as well. All right, let's take a look at how they will line up for today's show. For our Friday, we got Duffy, D'Amico, Zawacky, Burts, Bitler, Jeter, Kucar, and then I will go ahead and close this one out. All right, let's get it going here on the drive-thru. Lots of picks from college hoops tonight. A lot of conference tournaments as well as regular season games. Let's go ahead and welcome to the show Joe Duffy. You'll find him top of the leaderboards over at Big Dogs Premium, doing fantastic work. Joe, how's it going, my man?
Yeah, knock on wood, like I said, now that we have some normalcy back, not complete normalcy, but a semblance of normalcy, all those metrics that have worked for decades are finally paying off big time, and a lot of winnings ahead of us.
A lot of wins ahead of you, no doubt about that. Of course, we get some of these games in back-to-back. You got to make sure we got to wait for those databases to upload. So a lot of late nights or early mornings for you.
No, that is definitely for sure. Unfortunately, pretty much all the databases do update overnight. I use a lot of the commercial databases, but they're getting better as the processors get better. They're updating earlier and earlier, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, the processors, of course, these cloud servers now can do quite a bit. All right, Joe, let's take a look at what a game here you have for tonight. Grand Canyon to host Utah Valley. Grand Canyon here going to lay 9, a total 138.5.
Yeah, and by the way, I stopped using that one Foxy site because they don't update quite as good, and there's other sources out there. But anyway, yeah, I'm going with Utah Valley State. College basketball, as I've said, the big difference between college and pro is momentum, where pro is a lot more about the regression to the mean. College basketball can be a little bit more about momentum, and you have a big underdog here where Utah Valley, they won 2 straight. Grand Canyon has dropped 2 straight and 2 or 3 to the number. And the reason I don't think that's really that much of an aberration, it used to be this case with the bigger conferences, but especially now with the smaller conferences where we're not dealing with the one-and-done players, where experience does matter. When you have these senior-laden teams like Grand Canyon, and by the way, this is senior night, but they're very heavy with seniors, and they started out great. 10-1 spread start, and teams that have all this returning talent, they generally do very well, but there's a point of diminishing return if you drew a bell curve. Now all of a sudden they've dropped 2 of 3 to the number after that great start. I also think that Utah Valley, their pick and roll with Jamison Overton and Trey Woodbury, they're going to give some troubles to the smallish Grand Canyon backcourt, and also Oscar Freyer is a little bit hobbled for the big favorites here. One of the reasons that Grand Canyon has done so well this year, their center Bjorn Mitchgard has really dominated the much smaller centers, but all of a sudden he's kind of met his match tonight with the guy Amik, who matches up very well physically. And I was even watching some of the game films where this kid Amik has really good footwork, where Midgard is more of a guy who just overpowers you with his size. And I don't think he's going to be able to do that tonight at all, to say the least. Also with the postponements, usually this late in the year, most teams kind of have similar power ratings as far as the schedules are concerned. But because of all the postponements and whatnot, UVU has played a much tougher strength of schedule. AccuSports has them covering 58.4% of the simulations. Sportsline has them covering 55%. Slight edge by team rankings, so they're nothing significant, but the good news is it's not going the other way. Massey rating says this line should only be 7.5, and Haslam Metric has an 8-point game, so a modest edge. So a lot of things pointing towards taking the points tonight.
Take the points.
Utah Valley, W marks the center square.
Yeah, so we got to get that one, and we got Joe in the center square in every appearance here. Utah Valley plus the 9 against Grand Canyon. This one on WAC Digital, 9 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Joe, let's take a look over at Big Dogs Premium. We see at top of the leaderboards, perfect time. We're into conference tournaments. March Madness here on the horizon here. NCAA tournament just a little more than a week away. We see the numbers here. Over 1,700 units are profit past 30 days, all documented on the site. What you got going on over at Big Dogs Premium?
Yeah, and over 60% for the year in college basketball. Do have a play tonight that has both what I like to call an outsourced picks. I know there's some sharp money on this. Also, some of the computer stuff that I talked about. It's all pointing towards a side tonight. It's either an 8 or 9. I think it might be a 9 o'clock start, but it's later tonight. That's Eastern, of course. So it's more of a quality over quantity night, but we're going to have another college basketball winner for you tonight over at Pick Dogs.
All right, check out Joe Duffy over at Pig Dogs Premium. Over 1,700 units of profit past 30 days. He's got a pass for tonight. And I would say take those winnings, make that upgrade to that 30-day all-sports pass. Every play from Joe Duffy, NBA, college hoops. Of course, you'll get into Major League Baseball because, hey, we're less than a month away from the start of the season. So get on board right now with Joe Duffy. Conference tournament action, college hoops, that 30-day all-sports pass is the best value right now. And you can see the return here from Joe here the past 30 days, over 1,700 units of profit. All right, Joe, as always, great having you on the show. Enjoy tonight. I know you got some IPA waiting for you. Enjoy that and crack them up, crack one open, have a cold one, and back at it tomorrow.
We will. All right, Tony T. We'll talk to you guys next week.
All right, Joe Duffy here on the drive-thru. All right, let's continue on with the drive-thru and welcome we're going to go up to Las Vegas, Nevada, and welcome Joe D'Amico to the show. And, of course, you can find Joe D'Amico over at Pig Dogs Premium. He's doing fantastic work there on the site. Joe, how's it going?
I am wonderful, Tony. I'm proud to be back here on my favorite show, the Pig Dogs 3 p.m. drive-thru show, with you and some of my favorite people on the planet. Thank you for having me.
Oh, great to have you here. All right, Joe, let's take a look at your game here. 8 Eastern time. We're going over to Big West action. ESPN3 has Cal Poly SLO on the road here, facing Santa Barbara. The Gauchos from Santa Barbara laying 20, total 129.
Actually, Tony, I believe the graphic is incorrect.
Right.
I'm taking Cal Poly plus 19.5 for a 20. Now, for sports fans, at first glance, you're supposed to lay the points here, and why not? UCSB is 9-0 at home en route to an overall 17-4 record. But one thing I want you to realize about these California schools, they know each other very, very well. In many cases, a lot of the players and the coaches have been going up against one another since grade school. Although they do know each other, and in this California circuit, if you will, there's very little traveling for the visitor and almost no home court advantage here. Cal Poly has covered 3 of the last 4 meetings coming into tonight's matchup, and the Mustangs are healthy, and boy, does this team have depth. 1 year ago this week, these two teams met. They played to a 69-67 outcome. The road team, 4-0 the last 4 meetings in the series. I'm going to take the 19.5 for 20 with Cal Poly, and we're going to get paid tonight, guys, if you follow me.
All right, going to get paid with Joe D'Amico here. Cal Poly plus the 20 against UC Santa Barbara. This one, as you see here at 8 Eastern time, the total 129. You can watch it over on ESPN3. All right, Joe, you're doing fantastic work right now. We see you over the top of the leaderboards over at Pig Dogs Premium. 856 units of profit past 30 days. Fantastic work. A lot of college up there. We got a mix of a regular season, and we've got conference tournaments. What you got going on over the site in prime time?
Tony, I'm very, very excited. I just posted right here at Pig Dogs 3 huge discounted package. First, as you know, you just said highest winning percentage on the planet in NBA. I'm on a 16-5-1 NBA run. I just today I posted a discount on the entire second half of the season, where everybody out there that follows me, they get the entire second half of the season, all my winners straight through the NBA Finals for just $300. Then I am writing a 30-15-1 college basketball run. Today, I posted a March Madness package, which will start today if you follow me. It includes every winning release from today straight through the national title game for just $250. And Tony, very excited. You mentioned it earlier with Joe D, the other Joe D. Baseball is coming. As a 9-time documented baseball handicapping champion, I just posted an early bird package where you receive every playoff release from opening day, April 1, straight through the final out of the World Series for just a nickel. Guys, this discount is only going to be available for a short time, so get it now and ensure yourself a huge profit this baseball season. Just today, only at Pick Dogs, guys, my favorite website on the planet, will you be able to take advantage of these 3 huge discounts. I promise you, if you take any one or all 3 of these, they will pay for it themselves in the first game or 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Joe D'Amico, you see the numbers here, 856 units of profit past 30 days. He's got those season passes up there. March Madness, that's the way to go as we are now into the conference tournament action. Get on board with Joe D'Amico. If you want all his plays, that 30-day all-sports passes, they're available too. Every play that Joe releases for 30 days, that'll take it to March Madness and to start the baseball season as well. All right, Joe, it's always great having you on the show. And I know you've done very well here on the Pick Dogs with your free selections.
Absolutely. My free plays documented 44 and 17. You know, I don't just put out throwaway games. I put out free games here, Tony, for our viewers because I want them to win and I want them to gain some confidence in me and then go and get those premium plays. What I put out, I bet myself every game. If I'm not putting it out, I'm not betting it. If I'm putting it out, I'm on it. So on good days, I'm twice as happy, and I do have some bad days, Tony. Luckily for us and our followers, they're fewer and far between. But I'm twice as upset on those bad days because not only am I not going to get paid, I'm losing my bets too. I'm right here in the trenches. I'm not in the general in the back, buddy. I'm in the trenches. I'm a sergeant in the trenches with all of the foot soldiers. I'm right here with everybody that follows me, guys. I'm not a hypocrite. I play what I say.
Yeah, he's playing what he says. He pushes across big money on the sportsbooks. Joe D'Amico over at Pig Dogs Premium. Get aboard with one of those season passes. You'll find him at his profile page over at Pig Dogs Premium. Joe, as always, have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you next week.
Tony and the rest of my fellow handicappers that I adore, have a great day. To everybody out there, good luck and have a winning day.
Good luck and have a winning day to you too as well. Joe D'Amico here on the drive-through. All right, guys, as we continue our coverage, just a reminder, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every single day. Of course, it all gets started every day with the morning show with Mitch, Rod Zawacky, and Brian Bitler. With the morning show at 10 a.m. Eastern time on weekends, Ron Romanelli will join them. And of course, we got those two YouTube premium shows, and we want to make note of those premium shows, and we want to give you that link to it. If you would just check inside the chat room, you'll find the link here for the YouTube premium. It's also in the descriptions under on our show, so you can find that link there as well. So check out our YouTube premium shows. There's two of them, the early and the late show, so be sure to check those out. And of course, we're here Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time with the drive-through, so be sure to check that out. And of course, don't forget to give us that thumbs up, that like. We greatly appreciate that. We ask you to do that to help us increase our audience. It really helps us out. So the thumbs up, that like. Let's get it going. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-through. It's time to welcome Rod Zawacky. Of course, you'll catch him on the mornings every day at 10 a.m. Eastern time with Mitch. And of course, the YouTube premium as well. Rod, how you doing? Rod, we got you? Rod Zawacky.
Are we frozen?
I think you're better now. All right.
Am I better now?
Now you're better now. Yeah, you're coming in. You're good.
Am I coming in? Do me a favor. Skip on to the next guy and then come into me. How's that?
All right. Because
we good?
You're good now. You're good now.
Okay.
All right. The game you're going to be looking at, Rod, will be Nevada hosting Colorado State, 9 p.m. Eastern time. We got Nevada here laying 1.5. Total sits here at 1.5. This is a Mountain West game on CBS Sports Network.
Yeah, we're looking at this Mountain West game with the Rams versus Nevada, the Wolfpack here. For me, I looked at this game, and you look at Nevada here. Nevada's already locked into the fifth place spot in the Mountain West tournament. They got not much room to move up or down. And if you look, both these teams are both going in opposite directions. The Rams have won 5 games in a row, where Nevada has lost 2 in a row. Nevada's been solid at home, but the biggest difference for me is there's a lot of scoring on this Rams offense, led by Roddy. He almost scored the team's first triple-double of history. He almost got a nice triple-double there in school history. But he also has 4 other players who are scoring in double digits in this game as well, and on the team as well. So they're definitely highly offensive. And you look at this Nevada team. The biggest difference for me in this game is Nevada's very aggressive. They play nice aggressive basketball, and which means more trips to the charity stripe. And this Rams team, they are just solid at the charity stripe. They're very disciplined. They don't like to take too many fouls, and they're not going to give you free buckets. This Nevada team will put you at the free throw line, and this Rams very good at the free throw line, and I think that's the huge difference in this game. The Rams need this more for them to actually make the tournament. So take the Colorado State money line as they win this game handily.
All right, we got here with Ron Zawacky. He's going money line here with Colorado State against this Nevada team. Still, Alfred, the coach here for Nevada, just not a big fan of him when his time with New Mexico and UCLA.
Well, yeah, exactly, right? So and these two teams going totally the opposite way right now. Nevada's lost 2, and you want to be coming in hot, and that's what the Rams are doing. Won the last 5. I know they've been against some bottom feeders, but I think they come here to play today and show that they're for real.
Yeah, good shooting team, this Nevada, Colorado State Rams team. All right, Rod, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium. You are doing fantastic work over at the site. As we can see right now, nearly 1,200 units of profit past 7 days. We've got a lot of college hoops going on. What you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
We had 3 of my plays already go off, so we already started the day 3-0. I took 3 of those early college hoops play. I got 1 college basketball play left and 1 NHL 10-star play of the day. I put those separately. You can get each of those over at the Pick Dogs Premium right now. Or I still have myself the March Madness package. You get every play that I've got going from now until they crown the champion, cut down that final net. You can get every play I've got. We're on a nice 30-9 college basketball run right now. This package, pay for itself easily. $250 gets you every play I release from now until the end of March Madness. Jump on board. We're on fire in college hoops. Don't want to miss out.
Rod Zawacky on fire. $250 March Madness package. You get all this plays. We got the conference tournaments action this week and next week. Then we jump right into March Madness. We do have a 16-team NIT as well. So get on board with that March Madness package from Rod Zawacky over at Pig Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here: 1,200 units of profit documented past 7 days. Go to his profile page. You can see all the picks, so it's fully transparent there. And of course, then make your purchase there for that March Madness pass from Rod Zawacky. He'll get you there in the winner's circle. All right, Rod, as always, great having you on the show. Have a great night, and of course, we'll be tuning in tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time with you, Mitch, Brian, and Ron Romanelli. You bet. You have yourself a good night, and we'll continue grinding away on the weekend. Join us on the morning show and check out that YouTube Premium. It pays for itself easily in one day. All right, YouTube Premium, no doubt. Check that out, guys. In the chat room there, we have a link to it as well. And right in our description, the 2 YouTube Premium packages, fantastic offers there from Pig Dogs. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. And don't forget those thumbs up, those likes. Keep them coming in, guys. Help us grow our audience. We greatly appreciate it. All right, now it's time to bring in Jovan Burts. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium. The tune today is college basketball. There's a lot of college hoops tonight, regular season as well as conference tournament action. And we're going to go ahead and dial in Jovan right now. And here he is right here. Jovan, how you doing today?
What's going on, Tony T? I'm all right.
I'm doing great. And a good night of good hoops. We got a lot of hoops to talk about here. And you're going to be looking at a game at 7 Eastern Time, top of the hour. This one to be televised by Stadium. Marshall to host Charlotte. Marshall here going to lay 12, total 138.
Yeah, so I'm on the Thunderman herd of Marshall. Now, this is more of a fade against Charlotte, who've been playing like hot garbage lately. They're absolutely anemic to scoring the basketball. They average 63.3 points per game, have lost 7 straight, both against the spread and straight up, including their last 3 by 19, 23, and 15 points. They're also 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games as an underdog. The wheels are completely come off the bus for the 49ers. Now, for the Thunderman herd, they're a good team, 13-6 on the season, but they haven't been covering lately. But they are 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 home games versus a team with a road winning percentage below 400. And they're 17th in the nation in scoring at 81.1 points per game on 47.9% shooting. And they have the capacity to run a team out the gym. They've done that several times this season against the weaker teams in Conference USA. And they get served up a gift facing Charlotte today. Lay the points.
Lay the points here with this Marshall team. You know, Jovan, I saw Charlotte play UTEP, and that was some sorry basketball I saw there. Of course, especially those first half, they just looked disorganized and even disinterested at times.
You know, the whole thing about Charlotte is they was actually playing good in the beginning of the season. And then, you know, sometime in January, it started going downhill. and they've been a fade really ever since, especially these last 7 games.
Yeah, too bad the season's running out, man. Less opportunity to
Right.
go against them. You know what I mean?
Right, absolutely.
No question about that. Probably a one and done team. So keep an eye. Go against this sorry Charlotte team. All right, Jovan. Good night of hoops up at the board here. Pig Dog Stream. A lot of college. What you got going on over at the site?
Yeah, so I'm already had 3 plays go off the board. Went 2-on-1. I have 5 more plays. Going up for my Take Flight Friday 5-pack. All gonna hit. Winners galore. Prepare for tomorrow. It's a big college basketball Saturday. It's gonna pop off, and also have my March Madness package. It'll get every play throughout the March Madness and up until championship Monday on April 5th. Get it all here at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place.
That's right, guys. Check out Jovan Burts over at Pig Dogs Premium. He's got his March Madness pass up there. He's got a 5-game card tonight, starting top of the hour. You can pick that up and take those wins and make that upgrade to that March Madness pass right now. You'll get all of Jovan's plays from college basketball through the final game of the NCAA tournament. We got a lot of conference action here, conference tournaments. We got the NCAA tournament. I believe there's 16 teams in the NIT this year, so there's action there for you there at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Jovan, as always, great having you on the show. Have yourself a great night. Let's get those 5 games home tonight, and we'll talk with you next week.
Yep, see you on Monday, and have a great weekend.
All right, Jovan Burts here on the drive through. Great weekend to you as well. All right, guys, remember, keep those thumbs up, those likes coming in. We greatly appreciate it. Let's help our audience grow here on the drive through. All right, let's continue on with the drive through. Now it's time to bring in Brian Bitler. You'll find him every day at 10 a.m. Eastern time with the morning show. He's on with Mitch and Rod Zawacky. So let's go ahead and dial in Brian Bitler right now. Here he is right here. Brian Bitler, how you doing today?
Oh, I'm starting to heat up in college basketball, 17-7 last 8 days. So I just want to keep that money train rolling through and maybe come through with my promise to be at top of the leaderboard. I didn't do it last week, and I got to do it this weekend.
That's right. Brian will do it. He will do it, and a good time to do it now as we're right at the start of conference tournaments. We're going to be looking here at this one, Arch Madness. We got Missouri State to face Valparaiso. Missouri State going to lay 7, total 9 Eastern time. Some action here, total 134. And, of course, this one will be over on ESPN+.
Missouri State, one of the class teams of the Missouri Valley, no doubt about it, at 16 wins and 6 losses. Valpo, 10-17. But this Missouri State team already has wins over Valpo this year of 10 and 13 points, I believe. It's really tough to beat a team 3 times in a row. And don't forget, Valpo knocked off Drake in an upset. So they do have a little bit of firepower to get those big upset wins. Missouri State, 19-1 on neutral site games as a favorite. So this team is not the best at laying wood on a neutral site. 0-3-1 last 4 following a straight-up loss. Another item that we have here. Look for Valpo to keep this game respectable. Keep it within 4 points. I got 7.5. I love it at 7. It's still good. Take Valparaiso plus the points. Get you covered.
All right, Brian Bitler here will be taking Valparaiso plus the 7 against Missouri State. And, of course, Brian, you're heating up in college hoops. This is your time.
Every year, I think I've done it 4 years straight. I'm hitting around 55, 56%. It's all about consistency. But when March Madness comes, me and Mitch, there's a lot of guys that just seem to catch fire this time of year.
No doubt. Catching fire right now with Brian Bitler. All right, you see the play here with Valparaiso plus 7 against Missouri, 7 Eastern time on ESPN+. All right, Brian, let's keep it rolling here. What you got going on over at the site? Pig Dogs Premium, you're starting to roll here in college hoops.
I tell you, 10 of the last 13 days, I've had winning days. 17-7 run in college basketball, 72% over the last 8 days. I got my Big West Conference Game of the Year still on sale at pickdogs.com. Already 1-0 in a day with Indiana State cashing. But if you don't want to get on today's action, make sure you pick up my college basketball tournament pass. Every single game from now until they cut down the nets for $250 at pickdogs.com premium pick section.
Premium Pick Section, get that March Madness pass right now from Brian Bitler. You want to try out that one-day pass? I say go ahead and then take those winnings and make that upgrade to the March Madness pass with Brian Bitler over at Pig Dogs Premium. You'll find him there on the premium side, and of course, all plays documented with Brian Bitler. You can see the numbers here showing the positive results here past 7 days. Heating up in college basketball, the right time for Brian Bitler. All right, Brian, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success. Back in the morning tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern time with Mitch.
Yep, all of our concentration is going to be on college basketball with the NBA out of the way for the rest of the week. Looking forward to tomorrow, some big games on tap. Make sure you guys check us out. Also, the YouTube Premium Show, best value in the business, $30 gets you a Premium Pick membership. I know personally I'm on a 7-0 run on those Premium Picks, so make sure you check out YouTube Premium from the Pick Dogs Group.
That's right, YouTube Premium with the Pig Dogs Group. We've got the link for you there in the chat room as well as in the description right below us. And I thought I just saw it posted a second ago. I wanted to look for it again. But you guys can find it right over there in the chat room. It was actually, here is the post right here. Let me get it up here a second here. I think we've got the post. So you guys can check that link out. Look for that link in the chat room as well as the in our description box. All right, Brian, as always, great having you on the show. Have yourself a great night, and you bookend the show. You're back with us Monday, but you're on the morning tomorrow.
That's right. I'll be back with my favorite host with the most, Tony T, on Monday. So, guys, make sure you check me out at the start of the week. I'll be here giving out winners to start the show off.
Absolutely. Brian Bitler here on the drive-thru. I will continue our coverage here. Reminder, guys, those thumbs up, those likes, we greatly appreciate that. Let's continue on. Another capper that's been red hot at the site is Jeff Jeter. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium. Welcome to the show, Jeff. How's it going?
Doing great, Tony. Just hate we got an all-star break here in the NBA with all that going on, but hey, it's part of it, and so just ready to get going with college basketball and some racing tonight.
Absolutely, racing. We can focus in on college hoops. A lot of conference action tonight, as well as some regular season action. Good night stuff in hoops, and of course, a lot of small conference colleges, which is fine with me. All right, you're looking at one here from the MAC. Western Michigan here to host Eastern Michigan. Western laying 2. Total sits here at 134.
Yeah, not looking at the best game tonight, but I mean, hey, we're here to make some money, and so, but both these teams have definitely had disappointing seasons for sure, and but I mean, hey, they're both these teams' last regular season game of the year here in the MAC, and so of course, they they definitely don't like each other. So, but starting with Eastern Michigan, in 11 of 14 games this season, the total has gone over for them, and on the road for the Eagles, it's gone. 6 out of 8 games have gone over. Most of these conference games for Eastern Michigan have been blowouts. It's just not been really that good. Just a sieve of a defense, giving up 81.6 points per game, which is ranked 336 in the nation. It's so close to the bottom, and they're also allowing 50.4% overall shooting. It's all shooting, and which is ranked 343rd in the nation. Also near the bottom. So, and on the other side of this, Western Michigan, 6 out of 9 games at home have gone over this season. The Broncos, while they only allow 73.9 points per game, which is obviously a little bit less than Eastern Michigan, and they do pretty good. They only allow 31.7% from 3. The Western Michigan, that is, but. These two teams, they just really, when it comes down to it, they don't play a lot of defense, don't score a lot of points. But 134, I think it's just a little bit low here for this game. I could just see this will be kind of one of those barn burners, goes back and forth, close game, rivalry game to end the season, regular season here, and for maybe for some bragging rights. And so I think that over tonight here in the Eastern Michigan, Western Michigan rivalry. It's a little bit of action on Friday night.
All right, action Friday night. This one here, Eastern Michigan and Western Michigan. The play here will be over total of 134. This one here from Jeff Jeter. You can find him over at Pig Dogs Premium, doing fantastic work. This one will be televised by ESPN3. All right, Jeff, let's put up the numbers. You're doing fantastic work here. Past 7 days, 565 units of profit documented. What you got going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I had one play go off already for this evening, but went back in. I've got 2 more college plays left, and I've coupled that up with all 3 of my NASCAR Truck Series picks for tonight's race at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, rolling off there at 9 p.m. Eastern Time this evening. Of course, got full weekend of NASCAR action, along with all of the conference play, or all the regular season finales and all the tournament conference tournament plays there in college basketball through the NBA break here. So be sure to check it out. Got that 5-pack in there for tonight, and I still have my Truck Series pack, 3-pack for tonight as well. But be sure to check it out. Going to have plenty of NASCAR and basketball action for you guys this weekend. Big card tomorrow, of course. Got the Xfinity Series race tomorrow. A little bit of a lighter card on Sunday, but I'm going to have you guys quite a few picks for the NASCAR Cup Series race in Las Vegas on Sunday afternoon. So full weekend here for me, and so be sure to hop in here and let's continue to make some of this money.
Yeah, make money here with Jeff Jeter. You see the numbers here, 565 units of profit the past 7 days. That is documented. So you're going to check his profile page over at Pig Dog Trim. You can see every play that he lists. He's got plays going tonight. And probably the best value there. Get that 3-day pass with Jeff. Take him out for the weekend, take those profits, and make that upgrade to that long-term pass. Then to go 3rd-day all-sports pass every play. Get Jeff releases over at Pig Dog Stream and take you all the way to the end of March Madness. You got your NBA when it resumes. And, of course, NASCAR. We've got plays up there tonight from NASCAR, the Truck Series, and, of course, over the weekend. And, of course, that'll get you started with Major League Baseball as we're a little less than a month away from the start of the season. So get on board right now with Jeff Jeter at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Jeff, as always, great having you on the show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk to you a little bit later.
All right, we'll talk to you in a little bit. Thank you.
All right, Jeff Jeter here on The Drive. Just a reminder, guys, at the end of the show, we'll recap every play. So if you missed any of the picks, stay tuned because we'll recap them all. And don't forget that thumbs up, that like. We greatly appreciate that. All right, let's continue on here with The Drive-Thru. Goran Kucar. We'll get our European soccer segment with Goran. Goran, how you doing today?
Hey, Tony, I'm good. We finally got some sunshine up here in Canada, so the mood is much better now.
All right, we'll get some color in your face. Get outside like Southern. Get the Southern California look, my friend. We need a little color, okay? All right, my man. We're going to Bundesliga here. Dortmund and Bayern. We're going to give you the two-way line here. Bayern laying a goal. Dortmund +1, total 3.5.
Absolutely, Tony. This is going to be a fun game to watch, and this is one of the biggest games in Germany, and these are two of the best teams in the last 15, 20 years, definitely. And we have Borussia Dortmund that's finally starting to play a good soccer. They're consistently good on the defensive end. They're scoring a ton of goals. But what bothers me here is that they are playing in the Champions League next week against Sevilla. And even though they are at home and they have a 3-2 advantage from the first leg, they will need to play, if not the best game of the season, because Sevilla is dangerous and they could get back into this game. But Bayern is just a goal-scoring machine. You have Lewandowski at top of their offense, who scored 28 goals in 22 games this season already. And he just can't stop scoring, And Borussia has lost their last 4 away games against Bayern. They haven't scored a goal in their last 3 games against Bayern on the road. And they have conceded 15 goals in their last 4 games against Bayern on the road, The only way to go in this game is to bet on goals, but because Borussia is playing in the Champions League next week, I'm going to take Bayern to win as well, because they need a win to stay ahead of Leipzig in the standings, and I just don't see this going any other way.
All right, Goran's pick here for the show. Bayern and Dortmund both to score and Bayern to win. That combination will return +150 with your bets. All right, Goran, we see a lot of this combination with both teams to score, sometimes over, sometimes a team to win. You see really good value there with that betting selection.
Yeah, it's hard to find a good market in games like this because you have two teams that are scoring a lot of goals, and just the over 2.5 is -350, so there's no value in that. But I think Borussia is going to score a goal here because they are a good team. They are creating a lot of chances, and Bayern's defense is not good this season, and I think this is a great value to take in this game.
You see the value there from Goran Kucar over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Goran, let us know. We're going to take a look at your numbers. You're doing fantastic work over at Pig Dogs Premium and Sports Chat Place Premium. Past 7 days, 886 units of profit. That's great in European soccer. What you got going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Absolutely. I had a pack today that's already gone, and I'm getting another 5-pack ready for tomorrow. And of course, there are those 3-day and 7 days pack that you can take advantage of over the weekend, or even over the Champions League week next week when we have Champions League and the Europa League on Thursday. So there's gonna be another 10 or 15 picks in those 3 days. So use those 3 days pack, and it's gonna bring you a lot of money.
Yep, a lot of money with those 3-day, 7-day, 30-day pass over at Pig Dog Stream. Get on board with Goran Kucar. You'll find him there. You see the number is 886 units of profit past 7 days. So good time to pick up those long-term passes. There's lots of European soccer out there, Champions League during the week. And of course, Goran, I know World Cup qualifiers are mixed in there because you're a little South American as well.
Yeah, I think we are getting the international break, and at the end of March we're gonna get some World Cup qualifiers and some South American World Cup qualifiers as well. And in 2 months' time we're getting the Euro Cup and Copa America as well. So there's gonna be a lot of national teams playing.
Yeah, a lot of national attention. We get that Euro Cup and that Copa America, South American Championships. Always interesting. Of course, they do invite teams from other countries once in a while. I think there's 2 teams they invite. It makes it really intriguing. All right, Goran, it's always great having you on the show. I know you put written content up at Sports Chat Place as well.
Yeah, the free picks are coming up daily in Sports Chat Place, and they will keep coming as long as we have games.
That's right. As long as we have games, and we're going to have lots of games. It's European soccer. So have yourself a great night, a great weekend. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you next week.
Awesome. Enjoy your weekend, Tony.
All right, Goran Kucar here on the drive-thru. Guys, just a reminder, if you missed any of our picks, we'll recap them at the end of the show. All right, let's continue on here with the drive-thru. And, well, it's time for yours truly now to come up with my pick. Here we go. Let's take a look at the game. We're going to be picking Morehead State against Eastern Kentucky. Late game, 10:30 Eastern time. You can watch it on ESPNU. Morehead State going to lay a 1.5. Total sits here at 144. My selection here, we're going to take Morehead State minus 1.5. Morehead State, rest advantage. Remember, they have that day off on Thursday. But Eastern Kentucky, they were in action on Thursday, and they're in a back-to-back spot. But look at the Eagles here for Morehead State. Really great form. Look at their past 5 games. 47% shooting, 38% from 3. And they're defending, holding teams to just 36% shooting, 30% from beyond the arc. The Colonels, just not as good form defensively, allowing nearly 45% overall in that past 5 games. And actually, they're shooting 45%, but they're surrendering 46%. And one thing I like here with this Morehead State team, they've won 17 of their past 18. You're just asking them to cover by 1.5. I will do that here. Morehead State minus 1.5. Remember, they have the rest advantage because they played their round 1 game on Wednesday. Eastern played on Thursday. We're here on Friday. So Morehead State with the rest advantage, and I'm going to take them 1.5 here against the Eastern Kentucky Colonels. All right, guys, reminder, check out Pig Dogs Premium. I've got a 3-pack starting at the top of the hour, so check me out over there at Pig Dogs Premium. I also have the long-term passes, my 3, 7, and 30-day pass, so you can go long-term with me over there at the site. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. And as promised, it's time to recap the plays from today. All right, we've got Jovan Burts and Jeff Jeter will help us out here in this segment. Let's get it started. Joe Duffy got the show started with Utah Valley +9 against Grand Canyon. Joe D'Amico was on the dog here. Cal Poly SLO +20 against UC Santa Barbara. Rod Zawacky, Colorado State Moneyline +105 against Nevada. Jovan Marshall laying 12 against Charlotte. Brian Bitler, Valparaiso +7 against Missouri State. Jeff, Eastern Michigan, Western Michigan over 134. Goran with the soccer play from the Bundesliga. We have Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund both to score, but Bayern to win. That combination +150. Yours truly, Morehead State laying -1.5 against Eastern Kentucky. We'll start with Jovan. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Sheesh, I like a couple of these. I like your pick. Number 1 on the board, Morehead State. They're gonna get at them tonight. Conference game. They got a date with Belmont in the final.
All right, that's Jovan here liking with the Morehead State player. All right, let's go with Jeff Jeter. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Yeah, I like I like Rod's pick, the Colorado State money line there against Nevada. You know, I do think I'm with Rod. You know, this is a big time of year when free throws start to matter in some of these games as far as outright win is tournament play. And so, yeah, I'm right there with Rod. Colorado State Rams over the Wolfpack tonight.
Yeah, he's a good guy to go with. I'll go with Rod as well. Colorado State money line. He's been hot on the show, so I'm going to take Colorado State money line +105 against Nevada Wolfpack. That'll do for another edition here of the Drive-Thru. Tune in next Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We do the show Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, giving you all the primetime picks. And don't forget, it all gets started at 10 a.m. Eastern Time with the morning show. We got a weekend show coming up Saturday with Mitch. We got Brian Bitler, Rod Zawacky, then Ron Romanelli joins on the weekends. So don't forget that. And be sure to check out those YouTube premium passes, guys. So it's great value. You see the links in the description as well as the chat room. Your YouTube early and late packages, great value there from Pig Dogs Premium. All right, let's bring in the crew from tonight's show. Let's wave everyone a great night. Good night to you all, and we'll talk to you guys